We all know the famous hadith where the Prophet tells us to be in this world as ghuraba or abiru sabil. But what in the world does that actually mean? Are we supposed to be some ghostless hashima free roaming the earth? Or do we leave the responsibilities of this life and become a gypsy? Well, spoiler alert, it does not mean any of those things. Although I wouldn't mind gliding through the glass majestically. Like all hadith, the Prophet uses words purposefully, and because English is just not even worthy of shining Arabic's shoes as a language, sometimes we grossly simplify those words. So what does ghuraba mean? The closest English translation is strangers. And no, we ain't talking about your creepy distant third uncle at the family gathering. What the Prophet means is that as a Muslim who doesn't drink, who drops everything he's doing 5 times every day to pray, who doesn't listen to music, you go and look a little bit peculiar to everyone else. And that's okay, because as Muslims, we have different principles, we have different priorities, and we know we ain't here for a long time, and we're not really here for a good time either. And that's because the Prophet tells us to be abiru sabil, a wayfarer. I know we ain't talking about the one-stop shop for all your furniture needs, but a traveller, someone who remembers every day that everything they accumulate in this life, everything they own, everything they love, will all be left behind when they leave this world. This whole dunya is just one short stopover, the waiting room at the departure lounge, before you get to your final destination.
You're in a hotel room right now. This dunya is a hotel room. Don't buy too much furniture for your hotel room, all right? Don't go all out for your hotel room. You're still in a hotel room. No matter how nice the hotel is, don't go out of your way and to the point that you forget that this is just a temporary stop.
So why would you get so attached? However, this doesn't really give you the excuse to claim a lifelong monk mode and not give a damn about anything or anyone in this dunya. Being like a traveller means that we prioritize our time and we prioritize our opportunities in this life to maximize our benefit in the next life. We detach ourselves from materialism and extravagance, but we don't opt for self-induced poverty or mediocrity in this dunya. Modesty, one of the most OP traits to have in this dunya.
Be modest with it. You can't get around that body of the advices of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That extravagance is contrary to this deen. It's contrary to this religion. So don't become an extravagant person.
Being modest in our wealth, not consuming any more than we need to, and investing our resources into what really matters. Al-Zuhd, asceticism, the practice of renouncing worldly pleasures in favour of a simple and pious life. And we're not going to reach the levels of the Prophet and the Sahaba, let's forget that. What we can do is not overindulge in the worldly pleasures, focus on doing acts of worship, and making the best preparation for the real eternal life. Al-Zuhd itself can also be linked with qana'ah, which is feeling content with what you have, and also the value of maintaining balance in your life. And all 3 of these are nowhere to be seen when you open that feed of yours. You see the overindulgent lifestyle of others. You feel discontent with how your life is compared to theirs. And then you become conditioned to pursue that lifestyle by sacrificing your hereafter for the temporary pleasures of this dunya. Wake up and smell the coffee, Abdullah. Your time in this dunya is so short. If you make it to the evening, do not wait for the morning. If you make it to the morning, do not wait for the evening. Take from your health for your sickness, and from your life for your death. Be urgent with the good deeds that you can do today, because they're the only things that will go with you when you leave this dunya. And please, I beg you, never get too comfortable with what you have in this waiting room. After all, we've all got a flight to catch.